Hey there. It's so good to have you with me again tonight. As you lie here in the quiet dark, I thought we might drift together through the Milky Way, our own shimmering cosmic home. So just for now, let your body sink into the mattress. Feel the gentle pull of gravity holding you safe, and imagine yourself floating among the stars. Take a slow, deep breath and let it carry you outward. Tonight, I'll share a few quiet wonders about our galaxy, one at a time, with plenty of space to breathe. There's no need to remember a single thing. If sleep finds you mid-sentence, that's exactly where you're meant to be. If these soft nights help you unwind, please subscribe, and I'll be here whenever you need a quiet voice in the darkness. Now, let's begin. At the very heart of our galaxy, something vast and serene holds sway. It's called Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole, but not a frightening one, more like a silent conductor, keeping time for a cosmic orchestra. Imagine it there, an invisible presence, as billions of stars trace gentle ellipses around it in a slow, celestial waltz that's been unfolding for eons. Its gravity is immense, yet it never rushes. It simply whispers a quiet invitation to dance. This anchor sits in profound stillness, and around it, the entire galaxy turns, like a great sleepy carousel in the dark. Our Milky Way itself is a luminous barred spiral, a wheel of quiet fire stretching about 100,000 light-years from edge to edge. If you could see it from afar, you'd notice its graceful arms unwinding like ribbons of mist, each one sprinkled with 100 to 400 billion stars. Each star is a tiny, glowing ember floating in the velvet vastness, some old and weary, some newly born, all nestled in the hush of space. They appear so close from our view on Earth, but each is a separate island of light, separated by gulfs of silence we can barely fathom. It's a gentle reminder of how much beauty can live in the deep. And this beautiful galaxy isn't alone in its journey. Right now, it's drifting toward another great spiral, the Andromeda Galaxy, in a slow, graceful approach. There's no collision, no cataclysm, just two enormous cities of stars gliding closer over billions of years, as unhurried as dawn arriving. In about 4 billion years, their starry arms will gently intertwine, like hands reaching out in the quiet, and they'll merge into a single, new elliptical galaxy. Imagine that future sky, unfamiliar yet serene, the combined glow of two histories becoming one, a union so slow that by the time it happens, our own sun may already be a peaceful memory. From our little perch, we watch all this in silent comfort. We reside in a region called the Orion Arm, a tranquil suburb of the Milky Way, located about 26,000 light-years from the galactic center. It's a quiet neighborhood, far from the dense bustle of the core, and that's a gift because it gives us a clear, unobstructed window to the universe beyond. Think of it as a dimly lit room with an open window on a still night. We can peer out and see the distant glow of other galaxies, the faint brushstrokes of spiral arms, without any glare or haze. It's as if we're meant to be observers, resting here with the best seat in the cosmos. And drifting within the galactic disk, you'll find colossal clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. These are stellar nurseries, quiet cradles where new stars softly awake. The Orion Nebula, for instance, is a delicate veil of hydrogen and helium, lit from within by the faint, warm light of baby suns just beginning to shine. Imagine a misty valley before sunrise, where every wisp of fog holds the promise of a new, gentle flame. There's no rush here, just the slow, patient gathering of matter, gravity murmuring its quiet incantations, until a fresh point of light takes its first tender breath. And then, like a single candle in an infinite hall, that star will glow for millions or billions of years, another quiet note in the serene symphony of the Milky Way. And with that thought, let your mind drift where it will, among these soft facts like clouds in a dark sky. Good night. Imagine the vast, silent spin of our galaxy, a gentle rotation that takes an almost unthinkable amount of time to complete a single orbit. This cosmic year stretches across some 230 million human lifetimes. Think of it, our sun, the center of our own little world, has only journeyed around the heart of the Milky Way a few precious times since it was born. It's a slow, graceful waltz on a scale so immense that it quiets the mind, a rhythmic pulse that has been beating since long before the Earth was even a whisper of stardust. We are all passengers on this silent, majestic carousel, drifting through the deep ocean of space. Yet, what holds this spinning marvel together is something we cannot touch or see. Much of our galaxy is woven from a mysterious, invisible substance known as dark matter. It's a hidden architecture, a quiet and massive presence that wraps itself around the glowing stars and nebulae. Imagine it as a gentle, stabilizing embrace, something deeply tender that prevents the galaxy from simply drifting apart into the cold void. This unseen framework is the cosmic scaffolding that has cradled our home for eons, working in the shadows to maintain a perfect, serene balance. It's a beautiful secret of the cosmos, a silent guardian that allows our story to continue. And high above the galactic disk, like a soft, luminous halo, lies another hidden realm, the galactic halo. This is a vast spherical region that envelops everything we know, a quiet dome of ancient light home to globular clusters. These clusters are tight-knit families of old golden stars, bound together for billions of years. Picture them, these delicate gatherings of suns that have drifted in perfect silence, untouched by the rush of the spinning disk below. They are cosmic elders, glowing with the soft, warm light of a distant campfire. Each star has been circling in that serene quiet since a time before time, a gentle reminder of how long the universe has been patiently crafting its wonders. From these grand scales, let your imagination float down to the intimate dance of smaller things. For many of these stars we talk about are accompanied by their own planetary systems. Just as our Earth and its companions circle our Sun, countless other worlds are out there, floating in a quiet equilibrium. These distant orbs orbit their parent stars in a rhythmic, eternal loop, a silent ballet of rock and gas and ice. Imagine standing on the surface of such a world, watching a different sun set in a lavender sky, the whole system moving with such delicate precision that it feels like a lullaby sung across the light years. It's a comforting thought, a universe filled with gentle motion, where every star might have its own quiet family of planets, all dancing to the same ancient, peaceful rhythm. And finally, from our tiny perch on this blue marble, we can see it all. This magnificent structure we call home. From our perspective on Earth, the Milky Way appears as a soft, milky band of light, a gentle river of pearls stretching across the night sky. This quiet glow isn't from a single source, but is the combined light of millions of distant, unreachable stars, their brightness blending together like a gentle mist of diamonds. It's a view that has inspired dreamers and wanderers for millennia, a silent testament to our place in this grand, slow, and achingly beautiful cosmos. Let that soft, dusty light be your guide into sleep, a final, luminous image of the peaceful vastness that cradles you tonight. We've journeyed to the very heart of things, where silence reigns and something unimaginably vast holds court. At the very heart of our galaxy drifts Sagittarius A star, a supermassive black hole so immense that it weighs as much as 4 million suns. It rests there quietly, not as a fearsome void, but as a deep, calm anchor. Picture it as a silent conductor, its presence alone guiding the slow and graceful rotation of our entire island of stars. Everything, the spiral arms, the dust lanes, the countless suns, moves in a gentle, unwinding waltz around this central stillness. It is a reminder that even at the center of a maelstrom of stars, there can be a profound and patient peace. Our galaxy itself, the Milky Way, is a barred spiral, which means its core is shaped not like a perfect circle, but like a soft, glowing, elongated oval. This gentle, luminous bar acts like a celestial river, slowly channeling streams of gas and dust inward toward the heart. As these quiet currents flow, they feed the birth of new, shimmering stars, adding fresh points of light to the ancient tapestry. Imagine a hazy band of pearl-white light stretching across the dark, and at its center, that elongated oval, glowing faintly, as if lit from within by the dreams of stars yet to be born. There is a quiet, musical quality to this flow, a melody played across eons. Hovering around this central region, like loyal attendants, are globular clusters, dense, spherical gatherings of ancient stars. Some of these clusters hold hundreds of thousands of stars within a space that would fit between us and our nearest neighbors. They are the oldest residents of our galaxy, having orbited for billions of years, their stellar embers burning low and steady. Picture them as cozy, flickering bonfires in the vast velvet dark, each one a tightly bound community of light, drifting slowly on their ageless paths. They are not scattered randomly, but orbit the galactic center like fireflies caught in a slow-motion orbit, their collective glow a testament to deep time. It is as if the galaxy keeps its oldest memories in these gentle baskets of stars. Out here, in a quieter suburb of this grand structure, our solar system resides in the Orion Arm. We are about 26,000 light-years from the galactic core, a comfortable distance that affords us a peaceful vantage. From this secluded spot, we can gaze outward and see the vast swirling currents of the larger galactic disk, as if we are on a gentle hillside watching a luminous, slow-moving sea of starlight. The view is one of tranquil majesty, with the grand spiral arms curving away from us like trails of soft dust caught in a gentle breeze. Here, the night sky is a quiet window onto the immensity of home. And yet, this entire picture is not frozen. It is a slow, graceful dance. The galaxy rotates at a remarkable speed, about 220 kilometers every single second. But that motion, so vast, translates into an orbit of almost unimaginable patience. For our Sun, one single drifting trip around the center of the Milky Way takes about 230 million years. The last time we were in this exact spot in our galactic orbit, the earliest dinosaurs were just beginning to walk the Earth. So as you drift tonight, imagine riding that silent carousel, a gentle, eternal round through the soft, glowing dust of our celestial home. In that unhurried journey, we find a mirror for our nights, a permission to rest deeply. Imagine the vast, swirling tapestry of the Milky Way, and within its silent folds, there lies a profound and gentle mystery, dark matter. It's an invisible presence, a cosmic embrace that holds our entire galaxy together with the softest of gravitational hands. This unseen substance outweighs all the stars, planets, and glowing nebulae by 5 to 1. Think of it as a silent, unseen blanket, wrapped tenderly around every twinkling sun, keeping them nestled safely in their grand celestial dance. Our galactic home is a magnificent spiraling disk, spanning nearly 100,000 light-years from edge to edge. From its core, wide, sweeping arms unfurl like the petals of a cosmic flower, each one traced in the soft hues of gas and delicate dust. These immense swaths are stellar nurseries, where cool, quiet clouds of hydrogen gently gather and collapse, ever so slowly, into new lives. And from this peaceful condensation, a fresh, twinkling star is born, its light destined to travel across eons to reach our distant eyes. High above the cosmic plane, a serene and patient movement is underway. Our Milky Way is drifting, oh so gently, toward its large neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. This is not a hurried journey, it's a patient, inevitable approach, a graceful choreography set to a rhythm spanning billions of years. In about 4 billion years, these two great islands of stars will softly intertwine, their combined light painting the void in a new, sprawling sea of suns. It is a future event so distant, it feels like a peaceful dream the universe is slowly walking towards. Even the vast spaces between the stars are not truly empty. They are filled with a thin, ethereal mist, a soft veil known as the interstellar medium. Imagine the faintest, most delicate fog, made of single atoms and tiny grains of dust, stretching between suns. This gentle substance glows with a quiet luminescence in infrared light, a spectrum invisible to our eyes, but that paints the galaxy in warm, muted hues. It's a hidden backdrop, a tender whisper of matter that holds the story of every star that ever lived and died. On a perfectly clear, dark night, when you tilt your head back and look above, what you see is profoundly personal. That pale, milky band of light stretching across the heavens is not some distant cloud, but an edge-on view of our own majestic galactic home. Every faint, luminous wisp is the combined, gentle glow of billions of distant suns, their light so far away it merges into a soft, peaceful river. They are all drifting quietly across the midnight sky, a silent lullaby of the cosmos, inviting you to simply rest your eyes upon eternity. Are you still drifting here with me, among the stars? That's perfectly all right if you are, or if you've already slipped into a gentle slumber. But if your eyes are still open, there are many more celestial whispers to share. If this journey soothes you, a like helps other night owls find this peace. Deep in the center of our galaxy, there rests a presence so vast and yet so silent. Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole containing the mass of 4 million suns, all folded into a hidden point. It doesn't roar or blaze, it simply is a quiet anchor holding the Milky Way in its gentle, unseen embrace. Imagine a cosmic heart, beating with a rhythm we cannot hear, guiding billions of stars in a slow, graceful dance around it. This silent conductor orchestrates the motions of our entire galactic home, its pull like a soft whisper that never fades. The Milky Way itself is not a flat, static disk, but a magnificent spiral, as delicate as a blooming flower. Within its sweeping arms, there are perhaps 100 billion stars, maybe as many as 400 billion, each one a tiny, soft point of light, glowing quietly in the vast darkness. From our small place within this spiral, we are like a piece of driftwood floating on a warm, glowing river, part of the current, yet blissfully unaware of the grand journey. When you gaze upon the night sky from a truly dark place, you see them woven together into a river of cream and gold, a luminous veil drifting across the heavens. It is a reminder that even the grandest beauty is built from countless, peaceful glimmers. Floating within these spiral arms are vast clouds of gas and dust, shimmering nebulae, the gentle nurseries of stars. Places like the Orion Nebula glow with the softest hues of pink and blue, as if painted by a dream. Deep inside these luminous cocoons, gravity's tender pull draws wisps of matter together, slowly, patiently, until they ignite into new suns. It is a quiet, ongoing creation, a slow-motion symphony where each note is a newborn point of light. The light from these cosmic cradles travels for so many years to reach us, arriving as a gentle whisper from the distant past, a reminder that even in the silence, life is always beginning anew. Our own solar system resides in a calm, unassuming lane called the Orion Arm, about 26,000 light-years from the galactic center. Think of it as a quiet neighborhood, far from the crowded core, where we drift peacefully along with our companion stars. From this sleepy suburb, we complete one full orbit around the galaxy every 230 million years, a majestic year so long that the age of the dinosaurs lies only a few cosmic months behind us. We are truly sailing on a gentle tide, barely moving from the perspective of the universe, wrapped in a stillness that spans eons. And yet, even as we gaze inward toward the heart of our galaxy, there is a dark, velvet-like band that veils the center, the Great Rift. This is not a void, but a gentle curtain of interstellar dust, so dense and so soft that it obscures the bright core from our sight. It adds a subtle mystery, a quiet depth, as if the Milky Way itself is wearing a silken scarf across its luminous face. The rift reminds us that some beauty is hidden, known only to the imagination, and that the cosmos still holds secrets beneath its quiet shroud. As you rest, let your thoughts drift along this celestial river, cradled by the silent music of the spheres. In the vast, gentle darkness, you are home. In the deep stillness of space, many stars find themselves in quiet company. Binary systems are common, where two suns orbit a shared point in a timeless, rhythmic embrace. They drift silently together, their gravitational tie as gentle as a sleeping breath. Imagine two luminous orbs, locked in a celestial waltz, circling each other so slowly that a single orbit might take centuries. Their light blends and softens, a tender glow against the dark velvet of the cosmos. These pairs have journeyed together since their birth, woven from the same ancient nebula, their fates forever intertwined. They have witnessed eons pass in stillness, their silent waltz a secret symphony played across the ages. It's a bond of light and gravity, a quiet testament to the enduring harmony of the universe. Beyond the spiral arms, there is a vast spherical halo surrounding our galaxy. Here, Ancient globular clusters nestle like glowing fireflies in the night. These dense balls hold hundreds of thousands of stars, shimmering softly, some of the oldest objects in existence. Their light has traveled for so long, it whispers of the universe's infancy. Each cluster is a quiet treasure, a pearl of starlight adrift in the cosmic ocean. Such serene beauty, untouched and eternal. They orbit the galactic center, far above the busy disk, their paths peaceful and slow. To see them is to gaze into a mirror reflecting the dawn of time, a soft glow that speaks of ancient fires burning before our world was even a dream. When we lift our eyes to the night sky, the light we see carries a peaceful secret. Light from the farthest reaches of the Milky Way has been traveling for tens of thousands of years. It's a gentle messenger, bridging the present moment to the ancient past. As this starlight drifts into our eyes, we are touching the galaxy as it once was, soft and unchanging. It creates a quiet connection, a thread of luminescence that spans ages. Imagine this light as a sleepy traveler, moving through the dark, carrying stories of stars long gone. Each photon is a piece of history, arriving in our vision like a soft sigh from the cosmos. This light is patience itself, unhurried and serene. Holding all of this together is an invisible force, a warm embrace we cannot see. Dark matter makes up most of the galaxy's mass, providing the extra gravity needed to keep stars from drifting away. It acts as a silent scaffold, a soft, constant presence that supports the entire structure. Imagine a hidden cradle, gently cupping the stars in their dance, ensuring they don't wander off into the cold dark. This unseen support is the galaxy's quiet heart, a foundation of stillness. It is like a lullaby sung in the dark, a melody of gravity that keeps everything in place. Without it, the beautiful spiral we see would simply dissolve, but this warm, invisible web holds us all in a gentle, cosmic hug. From a great distance, our galaxy would look like a soft, luminous smear of light. It resembles spilled milk, an ethereal glow created by billions of distant suns. Their light merges into a single, peaceful ribbon of radiance. This gentle smudge is a reminder of our place in the cosmos, a quiet lullaby of light floating in the vast dark. It's a vision of tranquility, a sleepy beacon in the night. To see it is to witness the tender side of the universe, where all that energy resolves into a soft, white sigh. This image has floated for ages, a silent poem written in starlight, inviting us to rest. Far beyond the scattered lights of our own galaxy, there is a quiet, hidden place known as the Great Attractor. It rests unseen in the deep dark, millions of light years away, pulling us and thousands of other galaxies with a feather-light touch, like a slow tide moving through a silent sea. And at the very heart of our swirling home, a gentle giant sleeps, Sagittarius A. It holds the mass of 4 million suns, yet it is not a hungry void. It is a calm, steady anchor, and around it countless stars trace patient, endless circles. Our Milky Way is not a simple spiral. A soft bar of old stars reaches across its middle, guiding stardust like a slow river, feeding quiet nurseries of gas where new suns are born in cool, shimmering curtains, hiding for ages before they begin to glow. And far in the distance, the Andromeda galaxy drifts toward us, so slowly, as if in a dream. In 4 billion years, these two great islands of light will meet and blend into one vast, peaceful sea of stars, a place we have already named Milky. High above the familiar spiral of our galaxy, there is a gentle sphere of ancient light, the galactic halo. Imagine this, a vast, soft cocoon of stars encircling the Milky Way, filled with globular clusters that drift like quiet memories. Each cluster holds hundreds of thousands of old golden suns, their glow softened by the immense distances they have traveled. They float like distant lanterns in the quiet outskirts of our galactic home, their light warm and faint, as if whispering stories from the earliest ages of the universe. And even farther away, there are worlds that wander alone, rogue planets drifting through interstellar darkness. These lonely wanderers have gently slipped away from their parent stars, now floating peacefully in the velvet silence of the cosmos, untouched by any sunlight. Picture them, perhaps cold and quiet, tracing a path that no one sees, moving through the deep, slow dark, as if in a dream that has lasted for eons. They are the silent nomads of the night, carrying their own hidden secrets within the endless void. Closer to us, the Milky Way holds an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, each one a tiny, glowing spark in the immense dark. When you stand in a dark sky preserve, far from any earthly light, this collection of stars appears as a soft, milky ribbon draped across the night sky. It is a river of quiet flame, each point of light a distant sun, some with their own worlds just like ours, all woven into this delicate, luminous tapestry. And all of this, our sun, our Earth, every star we see, is gently revolving around the center of our galaxy. This grand, slow orbit is called a galactic year, a cosmic year. It takes our solar system approximately 230 million years to complete one full, sweeping circle. To imagine this pace, think back to the time of the early dinosaurs. That was the last time we were at this point in our journey. A single, graceful turn, a dance that continues without hurry as deep time unfolds. Between all these stars, the space is not a perfect void. It is filled with a warm, thin haze of gas and dust, known as the interstellar medium. This ethereal mist drifts in the quiet spaces, almost invisible, yet it is the tender canvas from which all stars and planets eventually emerge. From this gentle, drifting veil, new light is born, a slow, quiet miracle that repeats itself across the cosmos in the peaceful silence between worlds. At the very heart of our galaxy, drifting softly in the quiet, is a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A. It holds the mass of 4 million suns, yet it rests so gently at the center, pulling stars into slow, swirling orbits, like leaves on a dark, invisible pond. Our Milky Way is a barred spiral, a soft central bar of starlight with two graceful arms extending outward. These arms are made of shimmering gas and stardust, drifting in a slow, eternal dance across the endless dark. And sometimes, a planet wanders alone, a rogue world floating peacefully through the velvet silence. With no sun to warm it, it carries its own quiet mysteries, drifting in the darkness between the stars. A galactic year is the great journey of our sun around the Milky Way's center. It takes about 230 million years to complete one orbit, meaning the last time we were here, the first dinosaurs were just beginning to walk the Earth, and now, our whole galaxy is slowly drifting toward Andromeda. In about 4 billion years, these two great spirals will gently merge into a new, grander galaxy. Some call it Milky, a quiet embrace across the cosmos. Imagine drifting through the quiet night. Our Milky Way galaxy cradles an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, each one a tiny, glowing ember in the velvet darkness. Many of these stars begin their lives nestled in nebulae, warm, softly luminous clouds of gas, like peaceful nurseries where new suns are gently born, wrapped in delicate pastel hues. When you gaze up at a clear, moonless sky, you might notice a dark, velvety band that seems to split the river of starlight. That is the Great Rift. It is not a void, but a thick, serene veil of interstellar dust, so gently obscuring the distant suns behind it. A cosmic curtain drawn softly across the heavens. The sheer scale of our galaxy invites a deep stillness. Its diameter spans roughly 100,000 light-years. A distance so vast that if you could drift at the speed of light, you would still take 100,000 years to slide from one edge to the other, time enough for mountains to rise and erode into dust, while you simply float in serene silence. Many of the stars in our galaxy are not alone. They dance in quiet pairs, binary systems where two suns orbit one another in a slow, rhythmic circle. Imagine standing on a world in such a system, watching two gentle suns dip below the horizon. The sky painted with a soft double twilight, a peaceful duet of fading light. The stars we see at night are mostly gathered along the plane of our galaxy, forming that tender milky glow. That luminous river of light is actually the collective shimmer of billions of distant suns, each one quietly watching over us across the vastness. A silent, eternal guardianship in the peaceful dark. You're still here, floating through the Milky Way's gentle currents. That's lovely. Just let the soft light of a billion distant suns wrap around you. You don't need to hold on to a single word. I'll keep whispering about the cosmos. You just rest. Let your thoughts grow quiet now, and drift with me to the very center of our galaxy. There, in the quiet heart of everything we know, rests something ancient and still, a presence named Sagittarius A. It holds the mass of 4 million suns, yet it makes no sound. It demands no attention. It simply anchors us, a gentle gravitational center around which billions of stars slowly, softly orbit. Imagine that quiet turning. A silent carousel of light that has been spinning for eons beyond counting. Our home in this vastness is a barred spiral, a great celestial island stretching 100,000 light-years across. Swirling arms of gas and stardust weave together like threads of luminous silk, creating a soft, glowing tapestry that floats against the velvet darkness of deep space. You are a part of this slow, majestic turning, drifting on the edge of one of those delicate spiral arms. And right now, as you rest, our entire galaxy is on a quiet journey, floating in a slow cosmic dance toward our neighbor Andromeda. There is no rush in this meeting. It is a gentle drifting that will take 4 billion years, and when they finally meet, they will not disturb the peace of the cosmos, but instead they will tenderly merge, like two clouds becoming one, to form a new, soft, elliptical galaxy named Milky. A slow embrace across an ocean of time. Within all this silent expanse, within our single galaxy alone, there are an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars. Each one is a distant, floating light, a potential sun casting its own soft glow into the interstellar void. Perhaps some of them keep their own worlds warm, worlds where someone somewhere is also closing their eyes and drifting toward sleep. And across this quiet view, there is a dark and velvet ribbon known as the Great Rift. It's a floating band of cold, interstellar dust, so dense and quiet that it obscures the bright heart of the galactic center from our sight. But within those seemingly empty clouds, something beautiful is happening. They are stellar nurseries where new stars are quietly born, slowly kindling to life over millions of years. A gentle, hidden beginning, wrapped in a cocoon of darkness. Rest now, and let yourself drift among these quiet lights. Imagine for a moment our little home in the cosmos. Our solar system rests quietly within the Orion Arm, a gentle spiral tendril about 26,000 light-years from the galaxy's warm, bright heart. From this serene neighborhood, we can look outward and see the Milky Way's soft, shimmering veil, a sea of distant lights so peaceful, so still. It's like gazing through a window from a quiet room, while the rest of the house glows with a soft, golden hum. That distance gives us space to breathe, to drift, and to simply wonder. If we could float inward toward the center, we would notice the galaxy is not a flat disk, but has a gentle, glowing bulge, a place where stars gather like fireflies in a summer meadow. In this warm, luminous region, stars are so close they seem to trace slow, rhythmic orbits around one another, creating a celestial dance that has lasted eons. It's a quiet, shimmering heart, pulsing with ancient light, and it holds the galaxy together in a tender embrace. Between those stars, in what we often think of as empty space, there is something delicate, a thin, drifting haze of plasma and faint cosmic rays. This ethereal medium whispers between the stars, connecting them like a soft, invisible bridge across the vast, velvety darkness. It's not nothingness, it's a gentle breath, a quiet sigh of the universe itself, carrying the memory of ancient light from one distant shore to another. And what of that light? The glow we see from the Milky Way's far edges started its journey long before we ever looked up. Thousands of years ago, those photons began wandering through space, and now, They reach our eyes as a peaceful reflection of a past that drifts slowly toward us. So when you gaze at that soft band of light, you are not just seeing stars, you are touching time, quietly, without ever stirring the night. That whole milky glow, it's the combined light of countless suns, so far away they blend into a single, luminous ribbon. It's a reminder, as you lie here, that we are cradled within a vast, shimmering sea of starlight and quiet wonder. A sea that asks nothing of us, but simply lets us float and drift into its gentle, endless dream. At the very heart of our galaxy, there is a quiet heart that holds everything together. It is called Sagittarius A supermassive black hole, but do not imagine something frightening. Imagine instead a sleeping giant whose gravity is like a soft, deep hum. It contains the mass of 4 million suns, all folded into a peaceful, invisible center. This gentle anchor doesn't pull things in with a rush, but simply holds the billions of stars in a timeless, floating dance, like a quiet waltz that never ends. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is a beautiful shape, not a simple circle, but a soft spiral with a glowing bar at its center. This bar is a subtle bridge of pale starlight, a luminous arm guiding a gentle stream of stardust and gas. This soft river of light flows inward, so slowly, feeding the galactic heart with quiet, endless patience. Imagine it as a celestial lullaby, a structure of light that helps the entire galaxy breathe in and out, a slow sigh over millions of years. Drifting within this vast, quiet sea of stars, our tiny solar system rests in a peaceful neighborhood called the Orion Arm. It's a smaller, gentle spur, a quiet, winding lane branching off from the grander avenues of the spiral. From our little blue garden, we float at a perfect distance, allowing us to look up and see the soft architecture of our home. When you gaze at the night sky, you see the grander spiral arms as a faint, distant mist of light, a reminder of the vast, silent beauty we gently sail through. And within this milky sea, there are thoughts beyond counting. Between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. Each one is a distant, flickering ember, a tiny candle in a night so vast we cannot truly grasp its depth. Their delicate light is so far away that it blends into a single, pale ribbon across the midnight sky. This soft, dusty glow is the collective breath of a world of suns, a quiet reminder of the immense, gentle light that surrounds us in the dark. Everything is slowly moving, floating on the currents of the cosmos. Our entire galaxy, this great island of stars, is quietly drifting toward our neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. It's a journey not of collision, but of a slow, graceful approach, at a gentle pace of 110 kilometers per second. In several billion years, the two will pass through each other like soft clouds of light, merging in a long, patient embrace to form a new, larger galaxy. A quiet dance that will go on long after our own sun has faded into a gentle memory. Imagine for a moment that you are drifting far from Earth, out into the quiet spiral of our galaxy. There is a region, about 25,000 light-years from the busy center, that astronomers call the galactic habitable zone. It's a calm, gentle place where stars orbit in a steady, unhurried rhythm, and the night sky would feel deeply peaceful. In this zone, planets are not disturbed by chaotic forces. They glide in stable paths around their suns, leaving plenty of time for life to slowly, quietly unfold. And scattered throughout this calm expanse, you might see clouds drifting. Nebulae, vast, iridescent veils of gas and dust that glow with a soft inner warmth. These are the cradles where new stars are born, condensing with the patience of eons. If you could watch for 1,000,000 years, you would see tiny bright points flicker into being, like candles being lit in a nursery, one by one, floating gently into existence. Time here feels different. Our own sun, the warm star that gives us daylight, takes about 230 million years to complete just one leisurely orbit around the center of the Milky Way. That's a galactic year, a single, vast cycle through the drifting stars. Since our Earth formed, we've only traveled around the galactic center about 18 times. It's a slow, ancient dance that carries us through the silence, a reminder that all movement, even the grandest, can be deeply restful. Far above and below the flat disk of the galaxy, if you were to float up into the emptiness, you would find a shimmering halo of old stars and globular clusters. These ancient suns hang like delicate glass spheres, suspended in a quiet, spherical cloud. They are some of the earliest stars ever born, whispering stories of the galaxy's faint beginnings across the eons. Their light is soft, reddened by time, and they seem to be at perfect peace, drifting without a sound. And what about the spaces between? The space between the stars is not truly empty. It is filled with a thin, ethereal plasma and the finest cosmic dust, a soft, invisible mist that weaves through everything. This gentle medium carries a profound stillness, a sense of continuity that links one star to the next across unimaginable distances. As you lie here, you can imagine yourself sinking into that quiet, velvety medium, floating weightless among the stars, breathing in the calm of the cosmos. Now, let your mind drift into the silent spaces between the stars, where time moves so slowly it feels like a breath held forever. Deep in the core, beyond the shimmer, rests Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole so quiet, so vast, it holds the mass of 4 million suns, yet you cannot see it. It is a silent anchor, a point of infinite stillness, gently holding our galaxy together. Imagine billions of stars all moving in a slow, graceful dance around that one hidden heart. A timeless waltz, guided by a whisper of gravity. So distant, yet its presence cradles us all. A deep, steady lull in the dark. The stars trace their paths, slow as breathing. For billions of years, this anchor has held. A constant, gentle tether in the ocean of night. And we, so tiny, float in one of those distant arms, feeling that pull only as the peaceful turn of ages. The Milky Way is not a simple, flat plate. Oh no, it is softly warped, curving at its edges like a delicate ribbon caught in a gentle breeze. Far out in the void, the disk bends, a graceful, flowing shape. Scientists believe this quiet warp comes from the pull of nearby dwarf galaxies. Small, ghostly companions passing by. They tug with a faint gravity, just enough to give our galaxy a subtle, rippling curve. Imagine a silk scarf drifting in a still room. That is our galaxy, floating, bending so very slowly. This warp is but a whisper, a memory of ancient encounters. Like a scarf trailing in an endless pool, the Milky Way ripples softly, its shape a testament to the quiet friendships of galaxies. These dwarf galaxies drift past, silent as dreams, and their gravity leaves a tender, lasting mark. A 100 to 400 billion stars, each a tiny, distant flame. Each one a flickering candle suspended in the vast dark. So many are red dwarfs, small, warm, glowing with a light so gentle you could almost reach out and feel its soft heat. These stars burn so slowly, they would outlast the rise and fall of mountains, the drift of continents. Their light persists for trillions of years. A constant, quiet heartbeat in the cold. Imagine standing on a world under a red sun, the sky would always be warm twilight, a gentle, endless dusk. A quiet sea of light. Each point a story, a sun, a slumbering giant. They fill the spiral arms like dust in a sunbeam. Our home, our solar system, rests in a peaceful lane called the Orion Arm, a suburban spiral arm far from the crowded, brilliant center. Here stars are spaced out, wide and calm, like street lamps on a quiet country road. From this vantage we drift, slowly, so slowly, around the galactic core, one full orbit, a single year. Takes 230 million of our Earth years. That means since the dinosaurs flourished, we have traveled only a fraction of that circle. Such is the scale of our journey, a silent, steady motion, carrying us through the dark as if on a great unseen river. And we feel nothing, just the turning of seasons, the slow dance of planets, while we sail through the stars. When you look up on a clear, dark night, you might see a dark seam dividing the Milky Way. This is the Great Rift, a series of cool velvet clouds of interstellar dust. It looks like emptiness, but it is full of quiet potential. Inside these vast cocoons, cold and dense, new stars are slowly taking shape. They stir in their slumber, gathering light and warmth from the dark. These are the nurseries of the galaxy, where infant suns awaken, gently, softly, over millions of years. Picture a cradle of shadow, rocking gently, as a new star dreams itself into being. The dust is so thick, it swallows the light behind it, a blanket of protection, a warm, silent womb. Sleep now, and let the galaxy's gentle hum carry you into dreams as ancient as starlight. Feel your body sinking into the velvet night, as we whisper of the cosmos. Our galaxy is bathed in a soft, invisible glow, known as the galactic halo, a vast sphere of ancient stars and dark matter, stretching into the quiet dark. These oldest stars float in wide, peaceful orbits, like gentle wanderers in a timeless dream. They carry the memory of our galaxy's earliest beginnings, a soft, enduring record of creation. Imagine the warm, deep embrace of this halo, holding our galaxy in a sphere of silent light. These ancient suns drift slowly, unseen but always there, a quiet lullaby from the depths of time. These stars are so distant that their light is but a soft whisper, a gentle flicker in the vast dark. They hold the warmth of the early universe, a quiet, glowing archive of time. Interstellar space is not truly empty, but filled with a thin, ghostly mist of hydrogen and helium. This quiet medium whispers through the vast distances, allowing light to travel, carrying the soft history of distant suns to our dreaming telescopes. Feel the stillness of that mist, so thin, so gentle, like a breath of the universe. Each particle holds the story of eons past, a faint, shimmering memory. In this vast, quiet space, light dances slowly, bringing us the warmth of faraway stars and the hydrogen mist. It is the very breath of the cosmos, so still that we can barely feel it, yet it carries the melodies of star birth, the soft echoes of creation. The Milky Way is slowly drifting toward the Andromeda Galaxy in a long, graceful approach. This cosmic convergence will take billions of years, eventually blending the two into a single, shimmering sea of stars. Imagine the two galaxies moving, like two rivers of light, flowing together in the velvet dark. It is a slow, peaceful dance, a merger of worlds, becoming one vast, luminous whole. This future sea of stars will glow softly in the deep, endless night. This approach is so slow that in a human lifetime, it seems perfectly still. But through the eons, it is a gentle, unstoppable tide, pulling the two galaxies into a deeper dream. Many stars in our galaxy dance in pairs, orbiting one another in a slow, rhythmic embrace. These binary systems create a gentle balance, floating together through the velvet expanse of space. Feel the rhythm of their orbit, two suns swirling in a quiet, cosmic waltz. They share a deep, enduring bond, whispering light to each other across the vast, still darkness. It is a harmony of warmth and time, a beautiful, spinning silence. In these systems, day and night blend softly, as two suns set and rise in a continuous, gentle light. There is no loneliness there, only a deep, mutual warmth. And when we gaze at the night sky, the pale, milky band we see, that is the edge-on view of our own galactic home. It is a soft, luminous river of light, stretching across the darkness in a quiet, shimmering arc. Imagine our place in this river, a tiny speck in the grand, flowing light. This band of stars wraps around us, a gentle, glowing blanket, guiding us into dreams. Each star whispers softly, in the vast, peaceful night. This river of light has guided dreamers for thousands of years, a soft, celestial blanket. It is the cradle of all we know, a whisper of our home in the stars. So let your thoughts drift, like those ancient stars. Feel the universe breathe around you in a slow, infinite peace. Rest now in the stillness of the stars. Let their soft light soothe you into a deep, warm sleep. Deep in the still heart of our galaxy, a quiet presence rests. Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole, holds the entire spin of stars with a gentle, invisible pull, a soft, constant embrace, as tender as breath on a mirror. It floats 26,000 light-years away, a distant anchor in perfect, serene balance, letting the galaxy glide around it like a slow, cosmic dance, each star a silent step in the infinite waltz of the night. It drifts there, unseen, a perfect darkness at the center of light, and yet it brings only peace, a quiet equilibrium that allows the whole galaxy to dream. Our home, the Milky Way, is a soft barred spiral. A glowing bridge of starlight stretches across its center, a quiet, luminous bar that guides billions of suns on their long, sweeping paths. These stars wander in elegant, curving arms, a silent whirlpool of pale light that spins so slowly, so gently, you could watch it for 1,000,000 years and see only stillness. This soft structure, this central bridge, acts like a gentle shepherdess, gathering stars into a slow, spiraling flock, their paths forever curving in graceful, eternal arcs. The whole galaxy breathes at a pace beyond our knowing, its spiral arms trailing like wisps of breath in frozen time. Imagine 100 billion lanterns drifting in the dark. No, perhaps 400 billion, each one a tiny point of warmth, from a deep red ember to a cool blue shimmer, all floating in a gentle hush. Together, they weave a velvet tapestry of light, so vast, so still, it wraps the sky in a silent, shimmering blanket. And this blanket is not flat, it has depth, layers of soft glow stretching away into forever, a quiet ocean of distant suns. These lanterns are so far apart that their light blends into a smooth, creamy glow, like milk spilled across a velvet sky. You could reach out and almost feel the warmth of those ancient photons, traveling for millions of years just to brush against your closed eyelids. But the galaxy is not a flat disk. It undulates softly, like a sheet of silk touched by a distant, unseen breeze. These gentle ripples come from small satellite galaxies, faint companions that drift nearby, their subtle gravity nudging the Milky Way into a peaceful, flowing motion, an ebb and flow of starlight across deep, silent time. These little galaxies, like the Magellanic Clouds, orbit so slowly, so far out, their influence is a mere whisper, yet it shapes the grand spiral's gentle sway. It's a dance of soft gravity, a silent call and response across hundreds of thousands of light-years, felt only in the quietest moments of cosmic time. Drifting between the stars, in the deep quiet of space, lie giant molecular clouds, vast veils of cool gas and stardust. These are the silent nurseries where new suns are born, each beginning as a whisper of gravity in the dark. They float in serene stillness, slowly, gently condensing into glowing spheres of light. One day to join the soft tapestry, a new lantern in the endless night. These clouds are so cold, so still, that the atoms barely move, cradling the seeds of future solar systems in a dark, soft womb. Inside them, the temperature is just a few degrees above absolute zero, a deep, restful cold where time almost stops, waiting for the slow miracle of starlight. A slow, cosmic dance. Andromeda drifts closer to us, a quiet, inevitable convergence into one vast, shimmering home. So still, so deep. Our Orion arm, a peaceful, quiet haven, Life bloomed softly in the warm glow, serene and slow. Dark matter, an invisible, gentle blanket. Its gravity holds us in a steady embrace, deep and soft. A galactic year, 230 million years of silent drift, slow, rhythmic around the vast center. That Milky Band above, the edge on view of our galaxy. A luminous cloud of stardust, our vast, quiet ocean, drifting home. At the heart of our galaxy, drifting silent and unseen, rests Sagittarius A, not a void, but a quiet anchor, 4 million suns woven into a single, gentle point around which the whole Milky Way turns in a timeless, celestial waltz. Our galaxy wears a bar of ancient stars like a gentle hand, guiding rivers of stardust outward into sweeping arms, where the soft glow of newborn nebulae will one day slowly bloom. Somewhere between 100 and 400 billion suns fill our night, each a tiny shimmering breath of light, blending together into a luminous river of milk-white stillness when the world is dark enough to see. Hidden within the disk drift vast, quiet clouds where stars are born, the Orion Nebula, a deep and glowing cradle of gas, gravity's slow, patient whisper pulling shimmering dust into warm new suns over millions of years. Our sun takes 230 million years to complete one graceful journey around the center, a single cosmic year. The last time we were here, in this exact place among the stars, the first dinosaurs were just beginning to wander across an ancient, silent Earth. The Milky Way glides toward Andromeda at a gentle 110 kilometers per second. In a few billion years, they will softly merge into a new elliptical galaxy of light. We reside in the Orion Arm, a peaceful stretch far from the galactic center. This quiet neighborhood allowed life to unfold slowly on our small blue planet. Around many stars, unseen worlds drift in the habitable zone, where liquid water might pool beneath silent skies, waiting to be found. The galactic halo is a soft, spherical blanket of ancient stars and dark matter. These old souls carry the quiet history of the early universe. The light from the Milky Way's distant edge has traveled for ages. Each glimpse upward is a tender look into the soft, ancient glow of a long-forgotten era. And with that, I think that's enough for tonight. Your mind has wandered through the quiet stretches of the cosmos, and now it's time to let yourself rest. If these gentle journeys help you drift off, perhaps leave a soft like and subscribe so I can be here for you again whenever you need a quiet voice in the dark. Good night. Sleep well, and remember, the stars are still out there, softly waiting. Whenever you're ready to return, rest now, everything is exactly as it should be.